and the pain and the devastation has been unreal. I can't tell you all the devastation. This program wouldn't be long enough to hear all that we've been through.
I know how hopeless it feels when you're staring at the bottom of an empty heart.
Could you imagine raising a baby in a setting like this with mud walls and holes in the walls and nothing to give them? I mean, I've got two beautiful girls and I could not imagine them living like this.
In my life I know how forgotten feels, wondering if the world even knows who you are.
I can't imagine that mother, that ringing in her ears continuously. Please, don't let me die here, don't let me die here. And her son died. I can't imagine. I can't imagine if it was my family. My mind can't even go that deep.
But I've never known anything, felt anything like the love of Jesus. And it's hard to describe what's happening inside. But right now, all I know is...
Could you imagine your child just looking like this? And that's a way of her life. She has nothing better. I can't imagine her clothes are rags. Her eyes are sad. I can't imagine my girls living like this.
And it's hard to describe what's happening inside. But right now, all I know is...
Watching the children to be so small and be so independent. You know, they get in line, they're 2 years old, and they get in line and they get their plate and they eat and they just take care of themselves in a way that we can't imagine. You know, being a mother and a grandmother, I couldn't imagine.
'Cause when the hands of love touch a broken life, it feels like redemption.
I do what I do because God has done so much for me that I just want to share God's love with them. We're here for 1 week and we got one shot to show them the love of God.
Now I know how thankful it feels, 'cause I am overwhelmed by this gift of grace. Oh, and I know how healing feels. Oh, 'cause all my pain and all my shame and all my tears have been erased.
Just don't look at the television and say, oh, you know, so sad, so sorry. Get involved. Just remember, this could be your family. These circumstances could be yours. And there may come a day when it is yours. And what's going to happen when you're asking for help and nobody's there? And then stop and think, did you go and help?
Before coming to Haiti, I'd never heard of Lifeline, and I just want to say thank you for all that you're doing. It's been a real eye-opening experience to know that you're down here and to see everything you're doing. It's amazing that you feed so many of the orphans, you give them all an education, you give them a trade school to work in, and it's been amazing. I never expected to have this kind of facilities and fellowship here, just coming here as a missionary, and thank you so much for all you've done for us and what you've been doing for the Haiti.